Hi everybody, how are you? I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving and also the start of Hanukkah. Can you believe 2013 is coming to an end already? I can't believe it. I don't know, maybe it's a thing as you get older, I don't know. It is, it's like every year seems to go by faster and faster, but this year was very interesting. There was a lot of stuff that went on this year. There was a lot of craziness. There was so much going on this year. I would like to do a video on things I thought were cool this year, some things I thought really stood out. You know, this is just what I think was really cool throughout the year. What a year it was. We had 6 states finally get marriage equality, including Rhode Island, Delaware, Minnesota, Hawaii, and just the other day, just recently, Illinois, and finally this year, New Jersey finally got same-sex marriage legalized, so we finally got it, and so now all we can do is just keep moving forward. We had the throwdown of the Defense of Marriage Act and Proposition 8, so those two things are finally gone. That was one hell of a day. I've never seen so much victory and celebrations on the television. That was a really triumphant day for the gay rights movement here in the U.S. That was really big. What else? What else really stood out this year? Another thing I thought, well, for me, I thought that stood out this year was the recipients of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. One of the people who was honored this year was the late Sally Ride, who was the first American woman in space. She had passed away in 2012, and this year she was honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And you know, it was both a thrill and also it was both a thrill and to see her get honored, but you know, sad that she wasn't there to receive it, but it was great to see her partner there receiving the award, and you know, if only she could have lived one more year to see that. But you know, that was great that she got honored. She's one of those people that I wish I could have met and said thank you to. Sally was one of my inspirations, and you know, she's missed. It was just great to see her get that acknowledgement. She did so much, especially to encourage girls get into the field of science and technology, and you know, that was great. She finally got the honor. What else? I'm totally going off the top of my head as I'm filming this video. I finally got to attend my very first Comic-Con, New York City Comic-Con. I had a blast. I can't wait for next year. It was so much fun. I cosplayed as River Song from Doctor Who. Only my version of River, which is short brunette Latina. But I had a blast. There was so much to see. It was really cool seeing other people cosplaying. I got to I interacted with this one guy who was dressed up as the 5th Doctor. He had his costume down to a T, just perfect. I got to say hi to Jordan from Travel Channel's Toy Hunter. That was really cool to see him in person. I didn't really get to talk to him all that much because when I saw him, he was getting his booth, helping get his booth set up, and I didn't want to get in his way. So, but it was really cool to, you know, just to say hi and see him in person. And the big highlight of my Comic-Con this year was getting to meet one of my personal inspirations, John Barrowman. He's a big inspiration to me and a hero, and to meet him was a dream come true, and I even got to have a picture done with him, which I would like to show here. It was a dream. It was an absolute dream come true to get to meet him, and you know, that's one of the cool things about Comic-Con, and I had a blast, and I can't wait for next year. Of course, you know, what would 2013 be without the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who? This year was it. This was the big year. 50 years of the Doctor and that all-familiar blue police box. The special they did for the 50th, the Day of the Doctor, it was amazing. They couldn't have done it any better. I did a review in one of my other videos, and it was well done, and as I heard someone say, a love letter to the show. And then of course we also had the news this year that this year would be Matt Smith's last year playing the Doctor. It's going to be sad to see him go. His portrayal of the 11th Doctor was amazing, and you know, he helped bring in a whole new set of fans to the show. And it's gonna be sad to see him go, but then of course, you know, with Matt stepping out of the TARDIS, we all know that we get a new actor, and the lucky person who will be stepping into the TARDIS is going to be Peter Capaldi. And based on what I've seen, based on what we all saw, in The Day of the Doctor, I am super excited for Capaldi to be playing the next Doctor, and I can't wait. It's still going to be sad to see Matt Smith go, but, you know, bring on Capaldi. I can't wait to see what he's going to do. So that was really cool. I gotta mention the Batman versus Superman deal. I know people were up in arms about Ben Affleck, but, you know, for me, I couldn't really care less about that. But for me, the thing that kind of threw me into the argument was the recent casting of Wonder Woman, which I'm kind of not all that interested. For me, I'm a bit of a Wonder Woman fan, but for me, if it's not Linda Carter, it's not Wonder Woman. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. What else did I count as a highlight? This year, another person who I think is cool, figure skater Johnny Weir. He has retired from competitive skating, and he's now doing the commentaries for NBC's coverage of figure skating, and I'm just going to leave it at that, because I know there's some controversy, but I'm not even going to go into that. Let's see, what else? Well, for me, I'm just scrolling through my Tumblr as I'm filming this, so that's why I keep looking down. I'm going through my feed, seeing if I missed anything. So there were some really, there were some highlights this year that I thought were cool. You know, it's hard to believe another year is going. Oh, another thing that I thought was cool. The season 17 cast of Dancing with the Stars. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Who knew? That was a big surprise. I was watching the casting announcement, and when they announced Bill Nye, I was like, Oh my god, I watched him growing up. Me and other 90s kids, we were all just flailing. Just this big fangasm from kids who grew up in the 90s. We couldn't believe that he was in the cast. And, you know, yeah, he didn't do all that good, but, you know, hey, the guy's in his 50s. He's gonna dance like he's a guy in his 50s. We also saw the passing of Lou Reed. I was very surprised that he lived as long as he did. His music was... I went through this period where I listened to his music a lot, and you know, he was a rebel. He was a rebel, and you know, it was sad to see him. It was sad to see him go. I just want to throw in a few more things, and then I think I covered all that I want to cover. So what do you guys think was cool this year? I want to know. Oh yes. Miley Cyrus at the VMAs. That was... You know, I'm used to seeing shocking performances, I'm used to seeing things like that, but I just, although I do give Miley credit for wanting to totally do that performance. You know, it takes a lot of guts to just go out there and, you know, do what you can and just, you know, go out there and not give a crap what anybody says. So, that's my one kudos to Miley, that she went out there full force and didn't give a holy hoot what anyone thought about that performance. Trying to... So there's that. I'm just going through seeing if there's anything else I want to include. Because, you know, I covered, you know, Doctor Who, I covered New York City Comic Con, I covered that. You know, really, that's really it. I kind of, really can't think of anything else right now. You know, some viral videos I thought were really cool. How animals eat their food, that was one of my favorites from this year. That was really funny. There's that. Really, yeah, not much else. Yeah, really, that's, just about it. That's all I can think of at the moment. Well, that's all I really thought was really cool this year. I know it may not be a lot. I know there's like several other things. I know they're out there to cover. I've seen some really great year in review videos. There's the, you know, Twitter has a whole page of highlights from the year. I love the Facebook year in review video. I thought that was really cool. You know, and like I said, there's a whole mess out there of stuff that, you know, other places can cover, and, you know, so that's it, and, I hope everybody has a great holiday season. Christmas is going to be coming up, of course. You know, for us Whovians, Christmas is going to be both yay and no, 11, don't go. Christmas for the Whovians is always a roller coaster ride of emotions, because, you know, the Doctor has always regenerated at Christmas. So, you know, I'll probably be doing a video on that once that happens. I plan on doing it, but, you know, I think this year was crazy. I got to meet, you know, I made a lot of new friends. My Tumblr followers, you guys are amazing. I love you all. I wish I could share these macaroons with you, which is why I did that one picture on my Tumblr. I wish I could like push these through the camera right now and give them to you guys, because they are really good. So, you know, I'll definitely be doing a video on the upcoming Christmas episode of Doctor Who once that's done. But, you know, I think this year was really interesting, and, you know, on to next year. And definitely next year is going to be 2014, new chance to start over, and I will see you guys with my next video.